Now for the fun part, assembling our 3D printed name tag. So I'm starting by heating the positive pad with our solder reflow tool, just shooting hot air about 100 degrees C down on that positive pad. And I place that positive wire, tap it into the pad, and then cover it with a little chunk of our Electrify filament. So Electrify filament acts as a hot conducting glue to keep that positive wire attached to the pad. Now we're going to do the same thing with ground. Again, heat up the pad, the ground pad, place that wire onto the pad, and it should ideally stick onto the pad, and then you can just press it down with your tweezers, put the chunk of Electrify filament on top, and it can be a little bit tricky to place it with that solder reflow tool blowing hot air on it, but eventually you get it to kind of sink down and then you can press it onto the pad. Make sure you don't short the ground pad into the positive wire that's just above that pad. So now we're going to tape these leads down and plug them into our lithium polymer ion battery. And why we're already connecting it to the battery is so that we can test the connection we've made to the battery, as well as see the LEDs light up as immediately when we add them to our circuit. And that's both really cool to see as well as helpful to tell us that we have a good connection to our LEDs. So I'm going to use this multimeter to test the voltage across the battery. And there we go. We have around 3.7, 3.8 volts, which is exactly what you'd expect for a lithium polymer ion battery. So now we can start to heat up each one of the LED pads and place our LEDs onto the circuit to spell whatever we want to spell. In this case, I'm going to be placing the LEDs to spell make. There you have it, a 3D printed LED name tag printed with Electrify filament on black foam board.